Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Project Management and Control. This video tutorial I'm making to demonstrate how we can modify or change the baseline program while our project is in the progress in progress. So as we all, as a planning engineer, we all know the definition of the baseline program, and it is a baseline program is the approved program which is approved by all stakeholders, and it is once it is approved by all the stakeholders, the program make static or frozen. Then no changes are allowed in the program because this program is using as a ruler or as a measurement tool to measure our performance. So that's why no changes are allowed in the baseline program. But we all know that no project is progressing 100% as planned. So once our baseline program is approved, so we in fact we are not allowed to make any changes or alteration in the approved baseline program. But as the program and as no project is progressing 100% as planned, and there's so instances that there's additional scope provide as additional scope awarded by the client, and other thing is that maybe the project is not progressing as we plan. So in this case, if there is additional scope awarded by the client and we get instruction from the client to put this additional scope in the project, or we find that there is huge delay or unnecessary or unjustified delay, which is because of the wrong relationships. So and we get instruction from the engineer to modify these changes. So we have to, in case of additional scope, we need to add more activities in the program to cater the additional scope. Similarly, to reflect the current site situation, we need to modify sometimes the project relationships or activity relationships. So if we get instruction from the client or engineer to add additional activities or alter the activity relationship, we have to follow client or engineer instruction. But in this case, we have to careful that we use the former change procedure which is for the project to make these changes. This former change procedure are normally identify or provided with the project management plan, and it is important part of the project management plan. So we have to follow this project management and procedure, and then accordingly we have to make alteration in the baseline program. So once our program is we once we have assigned we make the project in Primera baseline. We need to create the baseline program. So once we created our baseline program, we select the baseline program. Once we select the baseline program, this update dialog box button will be active. If you not select this baseline program, this update dialog box will not be active. So once we select our baseline program, this update dialog box will be active. Once we click on this update dialog box, this update baseline dialog box will be came up. This dialog box give us the options or things or items we can modify in the baseline program. So this we can modify project detail, which is using consisting of project UDF, project user defined fields. Similarly, work procedure and work breakdown structure, user defined fields. We can make these changes here, but mostly we are using our work related to activities. So if in the updated program we add more activities to add the new scope, and we want to include this activity automatically in the baseline program, then we need to select the first option, which is add new activities and activity data. So if we select this first option, the activities added in the current project program or schedule, this activity automatically be updated in the baseline program also. Similarly, if we are modifying the activity relationship and we want these changes to be reflected in the baseline program also, then we have to select the last option, which is update existing activities. Once we select this option, the option will be uh, active. So once we click on update option, the update option dialog box, update baseline option dialog box will came up. Here you can see this is the default setting of the Primavera. In this default setting, you may notice that the relationship is not checked. So means that activity of Primavera is by default not allowing us to make the changes in the active relationship to be reflected in the baseline. But if instances is that we need to modify or reflect these changes in the activity relationship to be in the baseline program also. So we have to open this update baseline option and then click this relationship button checkbox. So once we click this one, the change relationship will be updated in the baseline program also. So now I hope it is clear to you, but I'm expecting it is little bit confusing. So let's try in Primavera itself. So get more clear vision about the how we can modify or update our project baseline. So let's start in Primavera itself. Now I open my Primavera. In the Primavera, we have some programs. So I just open a simple program just for our illustration and training purpose. So this is our small program, and you can see that we have few activities, and this is mainly the design program here. So in the design program, first we need to assign the baseline program for this activity. So once we have the program, first thing is needed this program. We need to create our baseline program for this project. So we go in project and assign. I click maintain baseline. In the maintain baseline dialog box, you will find here that we first we need to assign the baseline. So okay, so we go in project and select maintain baseline. In the maintain baseline, we have to select add button. Once we select add button, it will open the add new baseline dialog box. In here you can see that we have two options. Either we save the copy of the current project as a new baseline, or we convert another project which is outside from this program and make it a baseline. So for easy here, we just select the copy of the current project as a new baseline and just select OK, and then click close. Then we go again project and again assign baseline. In the assign baseline, we have several type of baseline here. You see project baseline and then user defined baseline. User defined are primary, secondary, and tertiary. So I already have one a separate video here where I define what is the mean by project baseline and what is mean by project user baseline, which is primary, secondary, and tertiary. So I recommend you, if you have some time or interested, go and watch this video to understand what is the difference between the different type of baseline. So now we have assigned project baseline. We just created a baseline and then now we are assigning it. Once you assign this one, we go in the column bar. In the column, then go in the dates, and then we have to assign project start and finish. Project baseline project start and baseline project finish. So we just see here baseline project start and baseline project finish. Just change the column width to have more space. And one thing more, if you want, because normally our computer laptops screens are not very big. So if you see here this vertical bars, these are thick. So sometimes if you have too many WBS, then this it will take a lot of your screen space. So just go in organize group and sort by, and here you can see shrink vertical group bands. This is our vertical group bands. So if you click this shrink vertical group bands and apply, you can see it will reduce the wide band. So in this case, if you have so many WBS, so the WBS will not take too much space on your screen. So now once we define our baseline here, and now we want to show our baseline in the bottom of the activities also. So just go in the format bar, okay, and the format bar you have this primary baseline program. So just click this one and then click apply. You can select from primary here and change primary to project baseline also. Okay, you will notice that here this is the bottom, we have yellow line here. This yellow line is shown the baseline dates or baseline bar. Okay, and this blue bar is the summary bar, so that's why it's not shown on the summary bar. So now this is our small design program, and suppose that while we are progressing our design stage, the client come up with the option that he want to include soil investigation report in the design stage. It should be the part of the design stage, so but it was not initially the part of the design consultant. So client came up and they say as an additional scope, add this activity in the schedule, and he want to see the what is the impact of adding this additional scope on the project. So we just go, suppose we have to include this schematic include this soil investigation stage in the schematic design stage. So just go in the schematic design stage and then press button to add this new activity, and then just type soil investigation report, survey and report. So means the client, the consultant will perform the session, and accordingly he prepare the report also. Okay. Okay, so once we assign this one, okay, and then we have to go and make the relationship for this activity. For example, we go and view, show bottom and details. And suppose we have to start our investigation report after the uh, client approval of the concept design, because suppose the client already approved the concept design, so now we have to start the, so we go client approval of the concept design, and we add here this activity which is, just select it. Okay, so just select this activity here, control C, go in here and then add assign successor as, okay, and then we run the program control F9, press F9 to run the project. Okay, and suppose this so investigation is need 10 days. Go and assign baseline. Okay, so you can see that our current baseline is the project baseline is current baseline. So we have to select here and make it project of the baseline we just created, and then make it now. Okay, once we select this one, you can notice that our this yellow bar which is bottom is showing the project baseline is now shown here. Similarly, the baseline dates project baseline start and finish not shown. Previously, we have one mistake here, that in the assigned baseline project, we did not assign the baseline. We just, it was current project. So when you make it current project, you will notice that this will come. Means in this case, the current project and the baseline and the update baseline program are same. So this is not our case. So this by mistaken happen. So I just go in assign baseline and make the project baseline as the baseline we created. I will show you again. Go to maintain baseline. In the maintain baseline, if you go little before in the video, you find that we've created this baseline program. So first we need to create this baseline program and then assign it to the project. So now you can see here that this baseline dates are not shown here. Okay, and similarly this bar baseline bottom bar are not shown here also. So to do this one, we go into project, assign baseline, maintain baseline, and then we select the project. Okay, and then go update. Okay, once you go update, you have to select this, that add new activities and activity data. Okay, by default setting it is not selected, so you have to go in then and then click this option, add activities, add new activities and activity data in the. So what new activities we add in the current project? When we click this option, these activities will automatically update in the baseline project also. Similarly, just select the last option, update existing activities already in the baseline program. So this is related to the activity relationship changes. So if you modify some changes in the project in the already existing activity, so you just go update option here, and here you can see this is the default parameter setting, that this relationship is not check is check or selected. So the changes we make in the relationship will not be reflected in the baseline program. If we want these changes of the relationship to be reflected in the baseline program also, so we have to select this option. Okay, then the others, general activity information, setups, expenses, all. If you want to modify expenses also, if you assign your BOQ cost as expenses, you have to select this also. So activity notes, constraints, budget unit cost of the activities, budgeted unit cost, actual unit and cost, activity, user defined fields. So if you want this all activities, you have to go in the update baseline option and select the option you are looking for. So in this case here, by default, I repeat again, by default this relationship changes or is not selected. So if you want to the relationship changes you make in the current project and you want to reflect this in the baseline program also, so you have to go and select this option also and then click OK, and then click OK here. And you see here that when updating project data, project detail which is user defined fields or WBS user defined fields, normally we are not too much border for these activities. Our main concern are here for the activities, which is added activities and modification in the relationship. So we select then this one and then press click OK and then update. Click the update button. Okay, then click OK and then go again. Maintain baseline. Then press update button. It will take some time. When update done, click OK and then close. Now you can see that swell investigation report which was before empty. Now it assigned the date for this one, and similarly the baseline bar which was before not shown on the Gantt chart is now shown. To show it more clearly, if you make modify, you can see it more detail. That this baseline yellow color bar at the bottom of the activity Gantt chart shows the baseline. So in this case, you know how if we modify any current project, what do you mean by current project? Current project is the updated program. When we are updating every week the project, this project is called current project. So and if we edit some modify some changes in the current project which related to adding activities or deleting activities or adding or modifying the relationship, this and you want to reflect these changes in the baseline program also, then we have to select this baseline update option. So I hope it is something new for you and it adds something valuable information for your knowledge. And if it is like this, please consider subscribe to this channel, and it will be great appreciation for me. And I will keep on making useful video for our fellow planning engineers or other engineers for to assist their normal working and come back to you again with new videos, informative video. Till that time, please don't forget to share and subscribe. See you again. Take care and bye bye.